Hey everyone, welcome to my first impression video. Today I'm going to give you my first impressions on a face mask, a moisturizer, a illuminator, what else did I do? An eyeshadow palette and a liquid lipstick. So if you guys like to see how these first impressions worked on my face today, then continue watching. Okay, so let's get into his first impressions. Sorry if the lighting's bad. I don't have very good lighting at the moment. Okay, so the first one we're going to start out with is the Glamglow Super Matte Clearing Treatment. And it has 0.07 ounces in it, or 2.1 grams. So this is what it looks like. It says, for problem skin imperfections, pore refining, mattifying, and clarifying. Apply a thin layer to clean skin. Leave on for 5 to 20 minutes. Use as a full face mask or spot treatment. I never tried any Glamglow before. Alright, so I'm just gonna open it. That was more difficult than it needed to be. Okay, so it's gray. I'm just gonna put it on. I'm just gonna put it where my pores are the largest. It kind of has a minty smell. And it's kind of burning slash cooling. I'm getting a whole bunch of these particles in this. Maybe it's the way I opened it or something, but it did not tear very well. And now some of the package is in my mask, so it's kind of weird. I don't think you get enough product to do a full face. Oh yeah, it's really burning. If you're sensitive to that, I wouldn't recommend this. And Glamglow is very expensive too, so you want to make sure that you're getting one that's right for you because it's a lot of money. Okay, so this is pretty much empty. So that definitely did not fill my whole face. Maybe I put it on too thick of a layer, but I don't think I did. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wait for this to dry. Okay, so let's check up on this mask. Now it's pretty much all done. Look, you can see my pores. That's gross. Okay, so I'm back from washing off my face, and my face feels dry. I think it did a really good job at clearing out my pores and what it said to do. But it did say on the package that it's not for sensitive skin, and I do have sensitive skin, and I don't think it made me really red or anything like that. So I would say be cautious if you have sensitive skin, but it worked for me. Okay, so this is the next product we're gonna try out. So it's from PeterThomasRoth Clinical Skincare. It's called Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. 3% hyaluronic acid complex draws atmospheric vapor, helps lock in hydration for up to 72 hours for all skin types. So even oily girls like myself, 72 hours. Golly. And on the back it says, drench your skin with a liquid cloud of pure, endless hydration drawn right from the atmosphere. I don't know how that works. This concentrated 30% hyaluronic acid cream transforms atmospheric vapor into fresh, pure water from the clouds, providing your skin with a continuous burst of intense hydration that lasts up to 72 hours. I think it is going to rain today, so maybe it will work better. It helps visibly reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, leaving a silky, hydrated, and more youthful looking complexion. Oil-free, alcohol-free, fragrance-free. So that's good for sensitive skin if there's no fragrance. For best results, apply twice daily to face and neck with continued use. So I'm just gonna use a little bit right now. Since this is the first impressions, I may not check in and show you like in the next few days how it works. I'll leave it in the description box if I see any noticeable changes or anything like that. So we get 2 milliliters. So I'm just going to open it up. So it's just a white cream. I actually feel there is a fragrance to this. Oh, it's not on my hands. Oh. It feels very silky. Kind of feels like water. It does have a fragrance to it. I think I put on too much. I do like it, and I still have quite a bit of product left, so I could use it for the next few days. Yeah, I'll see if it makes me oily or whatnot. This is another moisturizer that I got. This is a 100 point perk. It is Tarte Brighter Days Highlighting Moisturizer. It's in a little purple bottle. It's kind of tiny. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand just to see what it looks like. So it's white. And I feel like there's a little bit of a purple sheen to it, maybe. So there it is right there. Now I see like legit sparkles. It's not like an luminous glow. And it does have a pink sheen. Now it feels pretty smooth on the back of my hand. But I don't know if I would use this all over the face. Like I was looking at reviews before I actually got this 100-point perk. And I was thinking about buying the full size, but I was like, I should probably try it out first. Yeah, I would only use this on the high points of your face. Can you see those sparkles right there? My first impression is not for all over the face, maybe on the high points of the cheek, but it's not very one type of glow. Like this is more sparkly and glittery. So I'm gonna say a no on this one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but it did give me a glow. Like compared to this cheek, like right here, you don't see anything, and then over here you do see a bit of a glow. Okay, so I put on my primer, which is the Nivea Men Sensitive Skin After Shave Balm. I don't think many people are talking about this or even using it anymore, but I like it. And then I also put on my brows, which is the Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 3. And now we're going to do a first impressions on the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer. And it says here, wear alone on the face, mixed with foundation, moisturizer, or oil for magical lit from within glow. I can't imagine using this with oil. Okay, so I'm going to mix it in with my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. And this I know is like totally matte. And so if this gets any bit of glow, I know it's going to be from this, and then we can go from there. So I'm going to use my palette here to mix the two things together. It has like a goldy champagne sheen or color to it, so very glowy, definitely. And it doesn't have the sparkles in it like that Tarte moisturizer. This is just a glow. So I'm going to use a Q-tip to mix these two together. So I'm only going to take about like that much. Now just an FYI, my foundation may not match my skin because I'm pretty freaking fair right now, and yeah. And blend it out with my Real Technique sponge. I can definitely tell I have a glow now. It's actually blended pretty nicely with my foundation. Like it didn't break it up so far or anything. And it has a nice glow to it for sure. If you have dry skin and you want that glowy skin, so far I recommend this product. I do think it sheared out my foundation. Definitely not as full coverage as it usually is. I feel like my skin looks pretty good. Okay, so I just put on concealer, and I used the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer by Sephora in the shade Meringue. And then just to set my under eyes and wherever else to put my concealer, I used Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. The concealer went well over top of it. It didn't bunch up or anything. Also, about the moisturizer we used in this video, I think it actually worked really well because I do have some dry patches right in the middle here, and the foundation didn't cling to them at all, so I think the moisturizer worked for that area. Okay, so I'm just going to use my sponge, and I'm going to dip into the highlighter and just apply it on my cheekbones. So I just put it on with this end, and then I blend it out with this side. It didn't move my foundation underneath. I can kind of see where I put it exactly, like there's kind of a strip here and a strip up there. But I'll try and blend it out a little bit more. Yeah, this is not that good for on the cheekbones because it's not blending out for a while. Unless it's me, maybe I'll apply it with my finger on this cheek. And now I'll blend it out. Having trouble blending it out right here. I can still see exactly where I put it, like that little dot. But it is very glowy. Right here, do you see that? It's kind of a demarcation line. I recommend it for putting it into your foundation rather than just on the face. Maybe if I used it underneath my foundation. That probably would have helped a lot too, because then it would be easier to blend in. But yeah, that's just my first impressions on it. So this is from the Sephora order I just got in, and I can't believe I finally have it. But it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm so excited! There's been so much hype around this, and I'm sure you already know, and I'm sure you already have this palette, so it's not big news to you. So this is what she looks like. Isn't she just gorgeous? It's, what would you call this? Not a velvet, but it's a fuzzy packaging, which is going to get dirty, I think. Cruelty-free. Nice. 14 shades in here. And it says including neutral and berry tones. I think it was $55 Canadian. I haven't swatched any of these shades yet, and that's good on me. I held back. So this is what the inside looks like, and it just comes with this little plastic sheet thing. And it also came with a brush. It's a double-ended brush. So we have this fluffy end, and then we have this more dense end for like smudging out the outer corner and stuff. So this is what the palette looks like. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly swatch just a few of them. I'm going to swatch Vermeer. Ooh, that is nice and opaque, but a little bit powdery. And then I'm going to swatch Love Letter. Ooh, that's pigmented. Again, a little bit powdery. And then I'm going to swatch Raw Sienna. They are very silky smooth. And then I'm going to swatch Real Gar. Ooh. Okay, so I've primed my eyes with a Smashbox Photo Finish 24-hour primer, and then I also set them with a powder. So now we're just going to go into making an eye look with this palette. So I'm going to use the brush that came with the palette. I'm going to use this kind of fluffier end, but it kind of feels hard and a little bit rough on my hand here. But I'm just going to go into Burnt Orange, which is this one right here. And I'm going to put this through my crease. Ooh, that's a lot of kick up. Can you see all the powder there? And run it through my crease. Oh, this is very pigmented. More pigmented than I expected. And this brush is pretty rough. Definitely not as soft as my regular Morphe E27. I think I'm going to try a little bit of Red Ochre. This one right here. I'm going to put that in my outer corner. They do blend out very well though too. Oh, see, look at that. Do you guys see that? Oh, look at all over my face. All the bristles from the brush are coming off. You see that right here and here, up there? Oh, I do not care for that brush. Now for my lid, I'm going to grab, these are kind of like 3 in a row here, I just noticed that. I'm going to grab Primavera, this one right here, and I'm going to use an e.l.f. smudge brush. This palette gets a lot of hype because it's actually really good. And there's like no fallout on my under eyes. I was expecting a lot of fallout. There is fallout on the palette, but not on my face. Take a little bit of Red Ochre, that shade we used previously, right in the same spot. Just gonna blend it into that champagne shade. Now I'm gonna grab Tempera and use it as my brow bone highlight. This eyeshadow palette. I'm so happy I finally got to have it. Okay, so I have finished my eyes, and I also put on my blush and bronzer, but no highlight because I already have that on. And I was looking at my highlight again, and it did kind of break up my foundation just a little bit. But other than that, not much to report on. So I'm going to do lips now, and this is the final product. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Milkshake. That's one thing, Google swatches before you order a liquid lipstick. Not exactly the same shade as the product. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. Very smooth. Yeah, these are very nude lips, but I kind of like it because I don't have this light of a nude. But I think I might put a little bit of a darker lip liner underneath and then put this over top. And maybe it will make this lipstick a little bit more darker and more wearable. So I'm going to let it dry and I'll come back. Okay, so it's been a few minutes since I put this on and now it's totally dry. Now I do have a lot of lines on my lips, but it like filled in each line and I'm not a big fan of that. And it's fully opaque, there's no streaks or anything. When I was putting it on I was a little afraid it might be patchy, but it's not, so that's nice. I think I might wear this with a gloss too because it's pretty drying. But I kind of like that also that it's pretty drying because I know that it will stay there all day. So, you know, positives and negatives. I just put on a little bit more and it didn't flake off or anything when I like, kind of did like a second layer. So yeah, I'm really liking this liquid lipstick. Okay, so this is the finished look with all the first impression items. I have no more first impressions to show you guys. If you guys want another video of first impressions, please hit the like button or comment down below. Thank you so much for all the support and for subscribing and for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!